Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, and as I've said before, all Fridays are good, and this is no exception, and I hope it's good for you too. Last night, as I was about to leave work, I got a notification that there is a petition being circulated here among the citizens of Arizona. It was started by a doctor, and this doctor is calling for the governor to shut down the entire state because other states have done this. And this petition so far has acquired, as of last night, about 75,000 signatures. And I was discussing it with one of the guys I work with, and we basically work as independent. We're not employees, W-2. We're 1099 subcontractor type employees. And apparently, I need to talk to my accountant to verify this, but apparently this stimulus package, if it even is going through, I'm not sure, would not apply to people in our position. So, just something, we were talking about. The fact is, I did not sign the petition that came to me, and neither was the guy I work with. Neither one of us were going to do it. So, and that could be a cause of debate among people. Some people can say that, we're being irresponsible and not concerned about the well-being of everybody else and things like that. But the fact is, this whole social distancing protocol that everybody's supposed to be practicing has been my lifestyle for the last 20 years. So it's like, I'm the one who lives outside of town. I'm not the one who's surrounded by people. I'm rarely within 6 feet of another human being on a regular basis anyway. So that's pretty much been my lifestyle for quite some time. I'm not a real huggy, kissy type guy. So, I don't have a girlfriend at the moment, so it's not that big of a deal for me personally. But even more important than that, that came to me later in the evening, like after I got home, I was thinking about this whole coronavirus situation on a larger scale, and something that came to me, and that this isn't a conspiracy. I'm not, paranoid that this is what is on the agenda, but I was considering this as a very real possible scenario, and that is after the wave of this virus has passed, I was considering, how many people would actually go for or support a federally enforced vaccination program. I can tell you right now, I wouldn't go for it. And everybody that I talk to, they wouldn't go for it either. And it's not that I'm an anti-vaxxer. It's just that I decided many years ago that I would take responsibility for my own health care. I am my own primary care physician. And this is something that I've actually studied significantly on a personal level. I actually have a certificate in nutritional counseling. Granted, it's not from a state-accredited institution. It's more of a correspondence course. It has federal credential, but the fact is, I haven't been to a doctor since 1998, and anything that I've had to deal with since then, I've just taken care of it. I basically don't get sick, other than just, a sniffle once or twice a year. That's nothing. So the fact is, I'm a very health conscious person. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't eat animals or animal products. So it's, being healthy isn't as challenging for me as it is for some people. But part of the picture that was opening to me was the prospect of, all these prisons being emptied to make room for people who wouldn't go along with a nationwide vaccination program, to separate those who are afraid of getting sick from those who aren't. And unfortunately, I think on a more national scale, most people would go along with that. So we'll see. Who knows? Like I said, I'm not a conspiracy person. It's just something that I was thinking about last night. And another thing that I was thinking about last night as I was looking at the charts for HEX is this ongoing price drop. And I really believe that that is associated with HEX becoming more and more available on different exchanges, which makes it more open for margin trading. And of course, a lot of margin traders, they want to short things by pushing the price down. And that doesn't faze me either, because it hit me the other day, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that when HEX first started, day one, I personally did not know what the total supply of HEX was going to be. I didn't expect it to be a 500 million tokens a day available in the adoption amplifier, because I figured that most people who hold Bitcoin would do their free claim, and that would drive down the amount of HEX available each day. But of course, the opposite has happened. And so, as a result, what has come to me recently is, due to the fact that I think I have like 150 stakes right now, and most of them are within the first 5 years. So in the past couple weeks, I've been doing 5,555 tokens for 5,555 days every day for, like I said, for weeks. But it came to me just the other day that from now on, because I have enough stakes in the immediate future available to come to maturity, every single thing I get from now on, whether it's from the adoption amplifier or if I buy on the side from Uniswap, it's all getting staked for 5,555 days for here on out, for the rest of the launch phase, because you get the maximum amount of shares that way, at least as far as the longer pays better bonus. Some people have talked about doing that like once a week. So you stake one larger stake once a week for a longer time to take advantage of the bigger pays better bonus. I may experiment with that a little bit, but regardless, anything I stake from here on out is going all the way to the end. Just mainly to get the maximum amount of shares. And because, as I just said, I already have enough HEX staked for the next 5 years that once the price appreciates to a penny, I can pretty much live on it. And of course, I'm doing everything in my power to help it get to that place. But at least with Hex being made available on more trading platforms, it gets in front of more eyeballs, which is the thing that we need right now. We need a lot more exposure. And as we get more exposure, people will look into how the system is set up, and they will respond to that appropriately. And even if people do continue to trade, it's, like I said, that doesn't faze me. It doesn't take away my shares or my stakes. It just interferes with the market value right now. So, but oh well, we're still at it. So anyway, I need to get going. Got to get to work while I can. So you all have a good day. Be healthy. Be sensible. And be well. And I look forward to sharing more and hearing from you folks. So, see ya. Bye.